Well, if you're like most Arizonans, you hate the way your tap water tastes and you're tired of buying expensive bottled water and scrubbing stubborn hard water scale, but there may be a more serious problem lurking in our water that we may not even know about.
So we've invited Derk Chamberlin, our independent water consultant, in to tell us more about what could be in the water that we take for granted. Derk, you're turning into like the third host of the Morning Blend. We love that you're here with
I
that.
know.
And we were like chit-chatting, before this segment, and you were kind of telling me some of those things that we were talking about, kind of those hidden things of the water. But I'd love it if you maybe shared some of that with our viewers.
You know, you're right. It's scary. You know, they did a study recently that they tested the tap water in 42 states, and they found that in 42 states, the tap water is contaminated with things like nitrites from fertilizer, chemicals from manufacturing, fertilizer, pesticide, all that stuff. And you know what the worst thing was? Birth control pills. They're finding birth control medication, so much of it in our water right here in Arizona, it's actually changing the sex of fish in the lakes and streams. I know. And it's true.
Yeah.
And we're cooking, drinking, and bathing in that kind of water. And you know what? Studies show that 41 million Americans actually are subjected to water that has dangerous chemicals in it that the EPA doesn't even test for. So, you know, maybe the worst is the chlorine that they put in it to disinfect it.
All of this is so shocking. A lot of this I haven't even heard before, so I'm glad you're here telling us. But what else should our viewers know this morning? You know what?
Probably the thing that's the most alarming is our water treatment plants can't keep up with all this stuff. I mean, they can't keep up with the chlorine that they put in to disinfect it. And you know what? Most home water systems don't even begin to treat the water that comes into our house. You know, for instance, old-fashioned water softeners that have been around forever alone, they don't take out any bad stuff. I know a lot of people that have water softeners say, oh, my water's taken care of. It's fine. It's good. You know what? It doesn't take out any of the bad stuff. It takes out the good stuff, but it puts in salt. You know, it replaces it with salt. Under sink reverse osmosis systems, the one you have in the kitchen, it only treats the water at the kitchen sink. So it doesn't do anything to the water anywhere else in your house. So even both systems put together don't treat all of your water.
So is this kind of why we needed something newer, something that takes care of all of the water, and something that's really kind of different, right?
Right. Right. It's the most advanced water system of its kind. And you know, I forgot to mention, the thing that chlorine does to us is, in addition to it being bad to be absorbed into our body, you know what? It's the chlorine that dries out your skin, that forces you to put all those moisturizers and lotions on after you get out of the shower. I mean, how great would it be for you guys if you didn't have to smear all that stuff on yourself after you get out of the shower every time, you know, and get flaky skin. And, you know, that's what creates the lines in your skin. It's the chlorine. It's not the body wash or the soap you use. It's the chlorine. And that's what destroys your hair, too.
And this is all getting into our skin. So the real question is there a solution?
Right. Yeah. You know what? If you're concerned about the stuff that might be in your water, you don't like the taste of your water, you don't like buying water softener, salt, probably the best thing you can do is consider a whole house water system that takes the bad stuff out of all of your water, leaves the good stuff in, and does it all over your house. And the best one I found is that one I brought along from H2O Concepts. It gives you great tasting water out of a faucet. There's no chlorine or contaminants in the shower. It gives you smoother skin, silkier hair. It virtually eliminates hard water problems. So you're not going to be scrubbing hard water problems. And you know what, guys? It's maintenance free. There's no adding salt, no filters to change. Once it's installed in your house, you don't have anything to do for 10 years. It's guaranteed for 10 years. And when I say guaranteed, all that happens in 10 years is just call up H2O Concepts. They'll come out and they'll replace the filtration media, and you're good to go for another 10 years. There's nothing to do for 10 years. So that's why I call this a rest of your life system. This is the last water system you're ever going to have to buy.
Well, and a lot of people may be saying that sounds amazing, but I want to know, what can you do for me deal-wise? You know what I mean? I want to buy it. I want to get it in my house, but what can you do for me to help me get that in my home? You
know what? H2O Concepts is running a special right now. If you call right now and say you saw it on the Morning Blend, in honor of their 25th anniversary, they'll give you a $400 discount, a $250 manufacturer's kick the salt rebate, because it doesn't use salt, free normal installation, and their financing packages available to fit any budget OAC. So there's no reason not to call now.
Incredible. Well, before we let you go, I know you've heard it before, but Tina is actually a bit of a water snob.
She's told me that.
So I think we should have her try it.
I'm honest.
See what we think, taste-wise.
I'm honest.
If this passes the Tina inspection.
Okay.
It is.
This is actually Tucson tap water.
Okay.
after it's been through one of these systems. So see what you think.
Okay, let's see.
I promise it's after it's been through the system.
All right, I won't hurt your feelings. I'm going to see what
She'll hurt you if it wasn't. She'll know.
Nope. Fresh. It's fresh. It's clean. That's what you're looking for. You don't want kind of like an aftertaste. You don't want, you know, that kind of detergent-y taste is what we're trying to get rid of. I'm sure that comes from that chlorine.
And you know what the best part is? You never run out. Great tasting water is as close as the nearest faucet.
Well, Derk, this is great. I'm going to make sure our viewers have all the information to get in touch with H2O Concepts.
Thanks,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, for great tasting water at every faucet, no chlorine or contaminants in the shower, smoother skin, silkier hair, and no more hard water problems. Just call 1-877-442-5222 or log on to H2OConcepts.com.
Now stay where you are, The Morning Blend. We'll be right back.